Hey Mulaney, my name is Marquis and I'm the owner of Nomatic Marketing. And in this video, I'm actually going to show you 3 things that you guys can do today to help bring in more clients to your law firm. Now, most likely you're sitting there, you're just kind of asking yourself, why would I even do this in the first place? Or better yet, what's in it for me? And honestly, both of those are very valid questions. Oftentimes in the world of the internet, most local business owners are too busy actually running their business in order to really know how the internet can benefit them and their company. And sometimes the only hesitation that they have to working with someone is they just don't know who's an expert or who isn't, who's going to end up, actually trying to help them, and then who's going to try to take their money and run. I found by giving people a free attack plan of actual things that they can do to really help improve their company, it resulted in business owners just kind of raising their hands and saying, hey, Marquis, can you just do this for me? So if by the end of this video you feel like the information that I'm giving you is actually helpful, feel free to reach out and we can chat. Or you can actually just take any of the information I'm giving you today and kind of just use it on your own, all right? And that's all right too. So now let me show you 3 things that will set you guys above your competition and not waste any more of your time. So the 3 things that we're going to go over today are going to be content, citations, and backlinks. So the first thing is content. So think of content as any of the words, phrases, pictures, videos that show up on your page. So in order to be fully optimized with Google, you need to have at least 1,500 words of content on your front page. So what I did was I actually took your website, threw it into one of the tools that we utilize here. This is SEO Quake. So this is a free Chrome extension, very useful tool, tell you a lot about the page itself on a website. I mostly use it just to see how many total words are on your front page. As you can see here, you guys have about 428 words. So definitely not a bad place to be in. At least you have some words on the page, but you're still probably like 1,100, give or so, off from being totally fully optimized in Google's eyes, and that's kind of hurting you guys with your organic ranking, so that when a person searches for you, you show up on that first page like I bet you want to, all right? So if you were to compare to one of your competitors in the area, this is Levent Law. I threw them into the same extension. As you can see here, they have about 2,500 words on their first page. So they're in a really good spot, but keep in mind that this number is not unbeatable. Most of the battle is just understanding what you need to do in order to get better. So adding more words to your front page is really just building a more robust sense of what you guys do and how you're able to actually help people. Hope that makes sense. Second thing we're going to go over is going to be citations. So in order to get a really good grasp of what citations are, we're actually just going to do a quick Google search. So I actually already did one. This is Personal Injury Attorney Miami. So something pretty relevant to you guys. So with doing a search like this, couple things of information will come up. One is going to be this ad section. So this is basically ads that are run across the Google Ads search network. These are pay-per-click ads, which means that a company only pays when someone actually clicks on this link right here. So this can go one of 2 ways. Either it can be very beneficial and actually very lucrative for a company, especially if someone that actually knows what they're doing manages these ads. So like myself, I've done Google Ads for about 10 years now, so I'm pretty good at managing them and making sure that you're getting the right clicks. Or like, let's say that you're managing them yourselves, or you have somebody that's pretty new to Google Ads that's managing them. This can be very costly to a business, especially ones that are in industries like yourself. So law, anything dealing with like attorney, they tend to be some of the more costly, if not the most costly, ranging anywhere from like $60, $70 to like $200, $300 per click. So you really just need to be mindful of how this is done and make sure you're doing it with someone that actually knows this stuff. The section that I actually want to show you on this page is this section right here. So this is the Google Map Pack, or Maps for short. So this is the section where you can find a business's name, address, and phone number so that you can look them up, get in contact with them. You can also see their star ratings just to see how many people have potentially actually worked with them and written something down. But this is a great section that business owners always reach out to me for, just to find out how they can rank in this section as well. And by rank, I mean show up in one of these top 3 spots. So there are a wide array of things that you can do, some of which just being actually optimizing your description, what it actually says about your business, to optimizing your photos as well. And another thing that you can do, which is actually one of the bigger things that you can actually do, is optimizing and creating citations for your business. So citations are anywhere on the internet in which your name, address, and phone number show up exactly the same. And this can add greatly to helping you show up, in addition to all the other things that I had said and even more. So in order to do a quick citation search, I threw your information into one of the tools that we utilize here, one of the other tools. This is whitespark.ca. So this is a local citation finder. Basically, it'll show you how many citations your business has across the web. So as you can see here, you guys have about 62 citations. This is a great place to be. I will say that most businesses, they usually fluctuate kind of in this rate. They can be anywhere from like 25 to 30 citations to about 60 citations where you guys are. So it's really a crapshoot, and everybody's kind of competing for around the same citations. What I tend to recommend is that a business has anywhere between 200 and 300 citations. It's just to kind of like beat everyone, and there is no competition, because a lot of people won't even take the time to really gather 200 to 300 citations for your business. And especially a law office, like your location usually doesn't change. Maybe you'll add on a location, but that's about it. And your phone number is most likely going to be exactly the same. So this is definitely the information that you want to have in the citation directories, which is great for you. The last thing that we're going to talk about is going to be backlinks. So think of backlinks as how a website has authority on the web. So simply put, if you were to take site A, right, and site A points to site B, therefore site A is acting as a backlink for site B, which gives it more authority on the web. So you have to think of Google like a popularity contest. The more sites that are pointing at you, the more popular you are in Google's eyes, which is a good thing. So what I did was threw your site into another tool that we utilize here. This is Ahrefs. So I think this costs anywhere between like $70 and $100 a month. So definitely not a great fee. And this is probably one of the most robust tools that we utilize here. This gives you a lot of information about your site that can be helpful to helping you grow it. So as you can see here, looks like you guys have about 24,000 backlinks across 476 referring domains. This is an incredible place to be in. You have a ton of backlinks. You have a good amount of referencing domains that puts you in a really good spot. The one thing that I can say, which could help you guys and actually would help you guys with moving you up the list for all the different keywords that you would like to rank for, is your domain rating. So when it comes to backlinks, not just any backlinks work. So they do need to be relevant. The more relevant the backlinks, the higher your domain rating. The higher your domain rating, the higher you move up when it comes to showing up in that organic search when somebody types in that search term, all right? So you guys have about a 24 domain rating, even though you have about 24,000 backlinks. If you were to take a look at one of your competitors that does show up on the first page, they have 10.9 thousand backlinks. So they have about 10,000 backlinks across 626 referring domains. But if you take a look at their domain rating score, they have a domain rating score of 45. Why? Because the backlinks and the referring domains that they are using are more relevant. So it's a difference between, I don't know, finding a domain that's like bestlawyers.com and using that as for a backlink, and pizzahut.com. You can probably get backlinks for both, but one is highly relevant to the type of business and industry that you have, and the other you can get 20% off on your pizza. You know, like one is more relevant than the other. And I think that that's probably what's happening with you guys. You might have a lot of backlinks, but they aren't very relevant, which means that you aren't going to really be going up uh, anytime soon. Um, so it's just something to keep in mind. So just to go over some of the things that we went over today. So the first thing is going to be content. So your front page is going to need to have at least 1,500 words just to be fully optimized in Google's eyes. Second thing is citations. So you're going to want to have anywhere between 200 and 300 citations just to kind of like beat out your competition by a landslide. They can't touch you. The last thing is backlinks. So you're going to need more relevant sites pointing at you guys just to show Google that you are the authority. And if you were to implement these strategies today, you can be #1 across Google. I bet you're wondering, you know, what now? Well, you can either go and use the information I provided you on your own, and that's perfectly all right. Or if you want to, the most efficient route and actually want to save yourself some time, you can give me a call at 970-829-1342. Once again, my name is Marquis, and I'm with Nomatic Marketing, and the best number to contact me is 970-829-1342. All right? I look forward to hearing from you, and I hope you have a good one.